What's up, YouTube? It's Young Men's Daily Red Pill, back with another video. Thank you guys for clicking on today's video. Before we dive into the next part of this brainwashing series, which has been very successful, and a lot of you guys are sharing with me that you're learning a lot of information that has been helpful, and a lot of you guys are noticing things in your past relationships, maybe relationships you're currently in, maybe girls that you're talking to, a lot of signs and a lot of things that, they might be doing to brainwash you secretly. So I'm hoping that this video is just as informative as my other videos on the brainwashing series. If you haven't checked those out, those will be all in a playlist, so go click on that and watch all the videos, and remember to take notes on each and every point so that you can avoid being brainwashed as well. But in today's video, this is going to be very eye-opening. It was my second most requested video topic that I discussed, and that is how women use social media to brainwash men. My goal with this video, and at the end of the video, my plan for you guys is to walk away with a lot of valuable information and knowledge, and what you can do in order to keep this content coming, in order to keep me creative and to keep this channel growing and to get this information out to more men, is these three things right here. Now that that's out of the way, let's dive into how women use social media to brainwash men. We're going to be covering three key components that all men must understand when it comes to how women use social media to brainwash men. First, I'm going to describe what social media brainwashing is. Secondly, you are going to be able to pick up on the subtle ways women brainwash men on social media, how they do it, what it looks like, what to look out for, all the different ways. We're going to go into detail in this video. And last but not least, how to avoid being manipulated and brainwashed by these women on social media, what you can do to avoid this and prevent this from happening to you and use it to your advantage in the end. With no further ado, let's dive into how women use social media to brainwash men. Let's begin. So guys, the two most common platforms women use to brainwash men on social media is through Snapchat, number one, and Instagram, number two. We live in the 21st century. Facebook, I was going to throw it in there, but to be honest, Instagram's taken over, and a lot of these young females use Instagram or Snapchat. So those are the two main platforms we are going to talk about today and dive into exactly how they use to manipulate you as a man and brainwash you. Let's talk about it. So guys, one of the main ways women are brainwashing you on Snapchat is by posting quotes or by posting screenshots of conversations they're having with other men, which might just be their girlfriend posing as a guy, or it might just be a guy that's there for entertainment purposes, a beta male orbiter, a guy that they've put in the friend zone that thinks he has a chance to sleep with her, so she's using him as a texting buddy, with him thinking that he has the hopes of maybe potentially smashing this woman, but it's never going to happen. And a lot of times that is just to make you as the man jealous or have some type of negative response. A lot of times women will screenshot quotes and post that on their Snapchat stories to stir up negative emotions within inside you. You might be thinking that she's sneak dissing you or she's talking about you when she's posting something subconsciously, and she's doing this just to play a game with you, to brainwash you into thinking about her more. And it's because you've made an emotional impact on her life, and she wants you to reciprocate and feel the same way about her. But we're men, we stay grounded, we stay logical, and we don't let our emotions get the best of us like these women do. So we stay grounded. She can be emotional all she wants, and she can post whatever she wants, but guess what? It doesn't matter, because at the end of the day, a lot of the men that watch this channel, and myself included, and you guys that are new to the video that are clicking on this video, we're men. We stay grounded in our masculinity. We don't let those things affect us. And last but not least, women will use photos to brainwash men by simply thirst trapping men, taking pictures out and about at a club or at a bar or out with their girlfriends, or just driving around, this, that, and the third, maybe putting a little music in the clip in the background to set the scene to make you think that they're feeling some type of way towards you, or they might be out with another guy, or they might be thinking about going out with another guy. All these things to mess with your mind as a man, to make you feel jealous, to get you emotionally involved. But like I just said, guys, we're standing strong in our masculinity in 2021 and beyond, and we're not going to let this phase us, because that's exactly what she wants. She's testing to see your masculinity and how much of a man you are, and if you are afraid to lose her. So guys, this next point that I'm about to lay out is extremely important, and a lot of you guys might not even realize that the girl you're talking to, maybe your girlfriend, maybe your wife, has this going on the side, and that is a private Snapchat. All right, guys, a lot of these women have private Snapchat stories where they let a certain select few men in because they only want to show a certain side to that man, but they reserve that side. They don't want to show that side to you because they realize that it might hurt you and they might lose their chances of getting a long-term secured relationship with you if they show you that true side of themselves. But best believe that a lot of these women have a side dude on their Snapchat, have a lot of side dudes on their Snapchat, or at least men that they've considered smashing or hooking up with or potentially being with in the future. Fellas, a large majority of women have a private Snapchat or a Finsta, which is a fake Instagram out there where they get to truly show who they really are inside. But they don't want to show their family. They don't want to show you. They don't want to show their close friends that might judge them. But a lot of times their friends actually encourage them. But my point is, you don't really know who that woman is because she's able to hide herself through a private Snapchat, through a private Instagram. And a lot of times they're posting nudes, they're posting inappropriate pictures, they're advertising for their OnlyFans, or they're just thirst trapping a bunch of dudes. And they're posting things that they know that they're not really necessarily proud of, nor would their family be proud of, but that's the outlet they go to post. And in my personal experience, 3 of the girls that I dated in the past had private Snapchats and private Instagrams or Finstas that I didn't know about until after the relationship was over. And I had people tell me. So no, guys, nobody is safe. And that girl next door type or that quiet girl at work, she most likely has an OnlyFans or a private Snapchat or some outlet that she can post explicit content or content that she would be shamed for if she posted publicly and she showed her true intentions, who she really is, to the public world. Now that Snapchat's out of the way, let's move along to Instagram. Guys, I kind of covered it in my last video, but women will use Instagram by finding pages that you associate with, that you enjoy, that you like. Maybe it's a cars page, maybe it's some type of hobby that you enjoy, and they will follow that page and like the post so that every time that you click on a post, you see their @ next to it, and they subconsciously have planted themselves in your mind whenever you're looking at that post to think of them. And women can also use the stuff you post on your social media to act like they like the same things that you like. So when you meet up in person, all of a sudden, maybe you're into cars, now they're into cars. And oh my God, it's the exact specific type of car that I like on my Instagram page, or the type of cars that I follow, or the type of sports that I like, whatever it may be. Women find out what you like, they look it up on Instagram, and then during the date, during that meetup, they're able to relate to you better because they want to subconsciously think that you guys were meant to be together and the stars aligned in the sky and you guys just happen to like the same things. Guys, last but not least, men and women use the internet, use social media in order to stalk each other, make private accounts and follow each other, especially if your account's on private. All right, guys? And a way to avoid all of this manipulation and brainwashing in the first place is to either not have social media at all or to have a private account and monitor who comes in, who comes out. And honestly, you should only be letting in people that you know on your social media in the first place. Unless you're building a brand, unless you're advertising something, you should keep it strictly friends and family and people closest to you. Guys, we are not allowing women to crawl back into our lives through creating these fake social media accounts to try to stalk us and see how we're doing. She could watch from the sidelines and enjoy our highlights and see what we're doing with our purpose on our grind. But guess what, sweetheart? That's all you're going to be there for. You're just going to be another eyeball on my page of success. And we're not letting you back in, sweetheart. You're just going to have to watch and see from a mile away. So to summarize, the 3 ways to avoid social media brainwashing by women is do not add her back on Snapchat, guys. Once you're through with her, you're through with her. Cut her off. There's no need to add her, to view her stories, to even keep tabs on her. She's dead and gone for all I care. Out of sight, out of mind. Listen, sweetheart, I hope you're doing well, but I couldn't care less. Because a lot of times she had the opportunity to build with you, but she wasn't willing to stick around during the beginning stages. But now she sees the success at the end and she wants to come back. Second point, do not accept follow requests from strange accounts, guys. Just don't do this. Most likely it is an ex or someone that's trying to hide themselves from you and get back involved in your life. And they're going to bring nothing but chaos, drama, and confusion to your life. So it's best to leave that negativity behind. And the third and final point, keep your personal accounts on private. This will eliminate a lot of the brainwashing. Don't be viewing things. Don't visit pages that you shouldn't be visiting, especially from your past. Stop trying to relive your past. Stop trying to rebuild something with an ex or a girl that used to like you and maybe friend zone you. Leave her be. All right, guys, you're focused on getting the bag. You're focused on leveling up in life. You're focused on being successful. And all that's going to do is hinder your growth as a man and subconsciously plant a seed in your mind that you can't do better than that woman when you are 100 times better than that woman will ever be. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Before you click out the video, be sure to drop a like to help share this content, spread the message, and trigger the algorithm so more guys get this information. Not a lot of guys know this stuff. Maybe it made sense to you and a lot of things you might have known. However, a lot of men don't know this information, and you can enlighten them by sharing and interacting with this content so it gets pushed out. Comment for the algorithm. Maybe leave below some more game on social media that a lot of guys might not know already. Type in the comment section below if this video was helpful, if you learned anything. Maybe you have certain ways that you know women are brainwashing men and you want to share that to the channel. Feel free to do that as well. And until next time, it's your boy. Peace. Have a good one. I'm gone.